Hey, what's good people? I am Travail C.W. Lynch, Mr. What, and most importantly, yes, I am your self-worth specialist. I want to welcome you guys once again, and you guys know where you are. This is the I Am the Possible podcast experience. The bonus track. Yes, it is the bonus track of the week. And I'm so excited, as I always am, because I'm excited to rock once again with all of you. You guys know that we got to pause for the cause. And I want you guys to know that you are the cause. You are the reason I do this. You are the reason I get up at 3:30 in the AM. That is not a brag. That's just reality, ladies and gentlemen. But I adjust my schedule to make sure that I have the time and I put in the work to get these episodes, I should say, out to you each and every week. It is a joy. I'm happy to do it. And I just look forward to seeing all of the possibilities manifest in your life. So you are my driving force. You are my energy, man. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for every email. Thank you for every review. Thank you for every comment. Thank you for just showing up. You guys know that your presence is the greatest present that you guys could ever give me. So thank you so much for rocking with me once again in the I Am the Possible universe. Listen, guys, this month, that's right, we are in December. Can you believe it? Another year down. It goes like that, right? And if you're watching on the tube, and you should be watching on the tube, I just snapped my fingers, but I did it silently. I didn't make a noise because I didn't want the microphone to pop. You feel me? So it goes just like that, right? Another year down, and we're going to blink, and it's going to be 2022. Well, guys, this month, guess what? I am dedicating December to your success. I want to see you succeed, and I've learned some things along the way that I believe are going to be extremely beneficial, that I'm going to share with you to help you have the most successful 2022 that you possibly can. I am here and I'm making a new declaration. That's right. Every dreamer, every hoper, right? I'm making up words this morning, right? Every dreamer, every hoper, every visionary, every person out there, if you're someone with an idea, a dream, a hope, a vision, something that you believe God has given you, ordained you, created you, called you to do, to implement, to produce, to create, to bring forth in this world, I'm making a new declaration, guys. That's right. I'm speaking some new things over my life, and I'm making a declaration concerning you. I am here, Travail C.W. Lynch, Mr. What, Mr. I Am the Possible, your self-worth specialist. I am here to begin coaching you from this couch. That's right. Coach. Call me either one, doesn't matter. But I'm making a new declaration. I'm giving myself a new title. I am beginning to coach from this couch. That's right. I'm stepping into the coaching arena, the coaching space. You feel me? And I want to be, and I'm going to be, to many of you, a coach this entire year. But we're kicking it off a successful December to then parlay into a successful 2022. And my new declaration is that I am here to help you, the dreamer, the visionary, the hoper, right? The one that has something in their heart. I am here to help you to overmatch what has been undermining your success. That's right. New declaration. You heard it here first. That's right. You heard it here first. I am here to help you overmatch what is undermining your success. And we're going to get into it right now. We're going to begin it right now. We're going to kick off the season. We're going to kick off this series right now. We're going to jump right into it, man. So I hope that you're watching on the tube. You need to be watching on the tube. Today's title, today's message, today's installment is called The Number One Thing Stunting Your Success. Yes. Many of us have dreams, visions, hopes, right? I already went down the line. Many of us have those things, but many of us are not moving forward on those things. That's right. We have them. We've got the dream, we've got the vision, we got the hope, but something keeps coming up, bumping up against us. And so that's why I took on this mission. And that's why I took on this new identity as this coach from the couch. That's the reason that I am going to begin to walk you through, right? I specialize in preventative measures, okay? I work in the medical field. I know what it means to prevent the issue, okay? So I'm going to be talking about preventing, and I'm going to be talking about remedies, right? Solutions, prescriptions. If you're already, right, a little success sick, right? If you're already a little under the weather, right, so to speak, when it comes to your success, and you haven't been able to get over the hump, you haven't been able to stay consistent, I'm going to prescribe some things. I'm going to share some things. I'm going to give you some solutions and some remedies. And if you are just getting started, then hopefully I'm going to give you some preventative measures when it comes to sabotaging and just derailing your success. There are so many things out there that are undermining your success. They're undermining your success. It started in the garden, right? For us Christians out there, you guys know it started in the garden, man. We were doing just fine. We were doing our thing. We was chilling in the garden, man. We was eating of the fruit, right? Tilling of the land. We was naming animals. We was chilling with God. Things was cool, man. Everything was straight. And the devil came in and he undermined our success. That's exactly what he did. So guys, I'm gonna target, right? I haven't come up with the entire layout for this month, but the core idea of what I'm gonna do all month long, and you're gonna want to tune in if you struggle in this area of, just staying focused, staying consistent, getting over the hump when it comes to your success, is I'm going to be addressing those things that prevent. I'm going to be addressing those things that get in your way, right? Those stumbling blocks, those barriers, those hurdles, right? Those things that just continue to plague your progress, right? That might be another title, right? Those things that plague your progress, okay? But today, guys, the number one thing stunting your success, and I believe that it is. With all my heart, I believe it's the number one thing stunting your success. But before we get into that, guys, I want to kick it off a little differently, okay? You guys know I'm creating master classes and courses for the iAMthepossible University that will be dropping super soon. So still stay, please stay tuned. Still, stay plugged in so that you are made aware as soon as those courses and that university opens up. But guys, as a part of those classes, one thing that I always take people through is this first slide here. Okay. And again, if you can't see the slide, that's because you're not watching on the tube. You need to go to the tube, subscribe, and become a part of the notification nation and get this information. But this is the visual experience. All right. But if you're listening, that's cool too. I am not downplaying. I'm not hating on anyone who is just simply listening to the podcast. All right. So let's jump into this, man. The greatest form of self-development here in the iAMthepossible University, okay, universe and podcast experience. Here's our core faith, our core belief that the greatest form of self-development is self-discovery, okay? And it is always my intention to provide a transformative learning experience, okay? That's why I take the teaching approach with every episode, okay? Is because I want this to be a learning experience. This word, when it comes to discovery, it's made up of two words, dis and covery, okay? Dis or cover, right? Dis means to cut away or to remove. Cover means to conceal or to hide. So when you put those two words together, right, and why I love talking about self-discovering or discovery is that I love to help people to cut away, remove the hidden jewels, the hidden treasure, the hidden gifts and talents, right? Potential possibilities that God has invested in us, right? For many of us, it's covered up. For many of us, it's hidden, right? And so I love to help people to discover themselves. But another part of this self-discovery is discovering what you are doing to really undermine your own success, or what you're doing that may be getting in your own way, right? So all of it is self-discovery, whether it's you discovering what's great about you and all the blessings that God has invested in you, right? Blessings are empowerments, right? And so you have something God has given you that literally empowers other people. Or you can discover the way that you work and the way that you operate as a human being. And by doing so, now because you understand it, now you can leverage you, right? You can basically leverage the way you operate, the way he fashioned you and put you together. You can literally leverage that to your benefit and to being a blessing to other people. Okay, I really hope that makes sense, because I'm super excited. I'm about to jump off this couch because I just love talking about it so much. But if I keep talking about it, I'll never get to the success stuff, right? I'll never get to what's stunting your success. So let's move on. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, next one, man. Here we go. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. All right, guys. I want you guys to do a little something with me, whether you're listening or whether you're watching. I want you to confess, right? And let me go back to my slide. Come on, let me go back. I want you guys to confess what you want to create. Words have power. Words create worlds. I'm not going to go deep into it, but there is one earth, infinite worlds. Why? Because earth is the tangible form, the globe, the thing that we literally stand on. Worlds are what's within your mind and your imagination. That's why they are infinite. That's why they are as numerous as there are the number of people, right? I live on the same earth with you. I share the earth, but I don't have to share the same world, because the world in which I live in, what we call reality, that's within me. And I can change, manipulate, fashion, form my world however I choose to. Okay. And if you heard any of my other teachings and, future teachings, because I'll never get off of it, we get to choose, we get to create frameworks, perspectives. Okay. We get to go inward and we get to clean up our world and create our world from the inside out. So you're viewing life through your lenses. Okay. So I want you to create, right, by confession, a world in which you are successful. And how do you do that? It's right here. It's on the screen. Okay. It's by this confession. I am about to, or I'm about to, whichever you prefer, I'm about to be empowered to express myself in new and powerful ways. That's your confession. Before we even get started, that's your confession, guys. Confess what you want to create. You want to be successful? Let's create it first in the mind and then in the material, right? Everything starts in the mind first. Confess what you want to create. Say it right now. I'm about to be empowered, equipped to express myself, right, in new and powerful ways. And that's going to be directly associated with your success. All right, guys, I love definitions. I want to give you the two definitions that we're dealing with today: stunting and success, right? Because I'm going to share with you what I believe is the number one reason, the number one thing, man, getting in your way, stunting your success. Stunting means to prevent from growing or developing properly. God has created you for success, and your success is not growing. You are not developing as you should, and you know it. And you want to, because you got a dream, you got a vision, you have a hope for a better life, a better tomorrow, a better financial situation, a better body, a better whatever, right? A better marriage, a better relationship with your kids, a better something. You got a vision, right? And you feel like right now you're not growing at the rate that you should. Okay, what is success? It is the accomplishment of, it's the result of an aim or a purpose. Okay. So you're aiming at something like a bullseye. You got your arrow, pull back, boom, you let it loose, boom, it misses the mark. You've been missing the mark because of the thing that I'm going to share with you today. Success, guys, it is hitting that aim, hitting that purpose. What are you after? So we're dealing with what keeps getting in your way, what keeps preventing that success from happening. Well, here it is. Let's go. First thing I want to ask you, because this is the qualifier, man. Are you an overthinker? Are you a procrastinator? Are you a perfectionist? In this episode, I'm speaking to you. That's the qualifier. Now, if you're not any of these things, you're going to still get value. You're going to still get value. I promise you. If you keep listening, you're going to get some dope value, some dope information. But if you are any of these three, and you know who you are, whoa, now I'm speaking directly to you. Overthinker, procrastinator, perfectionist. I check off all three. That's why I'm so excited about sharing this, and that's why I'm so confident in sharing this, because I've lived this life, man. I got the t-shirt, hat, 2 bracelets, shoestrings, underwear. You feel me? I have, man, for most of my life been a overthinker. Most of my life a procrastinator. Most of my life a perfectionist. And it's all rooted in fear. It's all rooted in just a negative outlook. Just is rooted in limitations and limiting thinking about myself, about my chances, about my odds of success. So if that's you, oh yeah, here we go. Now, that's why I had you confess earlier, right? Because you are going to confess what you want to create, and now you're going to get the tools. Now you're going to be equipped, right? You said it. I'm about to be equipped. I am about to be empowered. Yes, you are. All right, guys, check this out. If you are any of those three things, right? Overthinker, procrastinator, right? Perfectionist. If so, then you know how it feels to be paralyzed by your thoughts. You sit there worrying yourself to death with all the details and the what ifs, right? Those doggone what ifs. And the only thing that you really end up doing, right, is giving yourself a headache. Am I right? Am I right? I mean, come on, guys, right? That's all you end up doing, man. You sit there, you think, you worry, you stress, you imagine all these horrible things. Things ain't gonna go right, things ain't gonna go as they should, and all you do is giving yourself a headache, man. See, here's the deal. The hallmark of overthinking is what? Unproductive. This is a quote, and I forgot who this quote was by. I should have put their name on the screen. But the hallmark of overthinking is that this is what it is. It's unproductive. You're trying to be successful. God gave you a dream, a vision, a hope, and you're not producing it. You're not moving forward on it. Why? Because you're overthinking. You're procrastinating. You're trying to be perfect. Well, guess what you're also actually doing? You're being unproductive. In all of that mental effort and exhaustion and anguish, you end up doing nothing. You're paralyzed, right? What did they say? What's the old saying? Paralysis by analysis, right? Ain't that the classic? We all can relate to it. But why do we keep doing it? If we know it, why do we keep doing it? Guys, I'm here to help. Okay? This is we about to break it down. All the studies show, did a little research. All the studies show, guys, that overthinking, aka ruminating, that's what the big A, that's what the people with letters behind their name call it. Okay, I don't have any letters behind my name. I'm just a dude trying to help. Okay, I ain't got no PhD. I ain't got no letters behind my name. Okay, okay. All the studies show, all the deep psychologists, right? All of the brain people, they call it ruminating. And the studies show that by ruminating, this involves obsessively dwelling on two things, guys: on the past and worrying about the future. That means mentally, you're stuck in the past. Mentally, you're worried about the future. You ever see those cartoons or those TV shows where you got a person in the middle and one person got one arm pulling them one way and one person got one arm pulling them the other way, and they're of equal strength, and so they're just kind of like pulling and tugging and they're moving back and forth, right? Here, let me show it on the screen, right? They're just moving back and forth, right? Moving like this here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the person in the middle, you don't really go very far, do you? Because you're just getting pulled back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so you don't really go anywhere. You're being pulled. There's a lot of activity that's happening, right? There's a lot of activity that's happening, but you aren't really moving. You're not going anywhere. That's what it feels like to be a procrastinator, a perfectionist, an overthinker. It feels like you're doing something. There's a lot of work going on. There's a lot of sweating going on, a lot of anguish going on about the past and about the future. But you and of yourself, the success, your dream, your hope, your vision, that great idea, right? That brilliant invention that's in your mind in concept, it never gets off the ground because you thinking about the past and you worrying about the future. Now, I know some of this is like, well, duh, yeah, I know. Okay, well, now I'm about to give some remedy, okay? Now I'm about to give some insight, okay, to this issue. Now, that's what the studies show. Here's what my experiences show. Because remember, I told you, I'm one that knows this language. I know what it means to be this, right? Now, my experiences show this. And through my learning and through my coaching that I'm submitted to, and through my prayer time and through my analysis and through my self-study and through my self-observation, here's what I've come up with, guys. And here's what I want to share with you. In all of my experiences, this is what it shows. Neither the past nor the future is stunting our growth, is stunting our progress. Let me read it directly from the screen. All my experiences show it's neither the past nor the future that stunts your forward progress. It's our thoughts, aka meanings. Now, this is where I want to get into it, because if I said thoughts, we're thinking about the past, we're thinking about the future. Let's take it one level deeper. It is the meanings. Get this. The definitions that we assign. The perceived is what you perceived. Remember earlier, I talked about it. One earth, infinite worlds, right? Glass half empty, glass half full. It's about perception, right? Right? That's why I say this is the place where possibilities become perspective, right? The type of possibilities that's going to propel you forward, right? That's going to pull you forward, right? It is the perceived results, meaning something happened, but you don't even you don't even consider the other side of the coin. You're stuck on one side of the coin. So it's the perceived results and the emotional attachments we have to those meanings that's responsible for our pause. When your progress is on pause, when your success is stunted, when that great idea you have, that great invention, that great solution, that thing you want to start, that thing you want to get off the ground, that thing you think that you want to do, but you seem to always start and stop, you can never become consistent in, there are meanings, there are definitions that you have attached to past results and future possibilities. Those meanings, those definitions, they're defeating you. They're destroying you. That's what's happening. When you are procrastinating, you are giving a meaning to something that's happened in your past. And that meaning is showing up and it's telling you, don't even worry about it. Just don't do nothing. When you are overthinking, you're attaching a meaning to what possibly might happen. Well, if I go for the interview and if I don't get the job, then that means, this is the narrative, right? That means that I'm not wanted. That means I'm not accepted. That means I'm not good enough. That means I'm not qualified. That means I'll never get a job in the area that I want. That means I got to keep trying and keep failing, and I'm going to feel horrible. See how that's, see, you're writing a story, a narrative. You're giving it a meaning. Instead of saying, okay, I'm going to go for that interview and I'm just going to be in that moment. I'm just going to enjoy the process of that interview. And whatever happens, it will be for my good. Whatever happens. If I get the job, great. I got the job. I'm about to get some job experience. I'm going to be around some new people, right? I'm just giving you an example, right? I'm going to be around some new people. It's going to be a new experience. I'm going to meet some new people, come into some new relationships. I'm going to get paid. I'm going to be able to begin to budget my money. I'll be able to save a little, invest a little. See how the perspective becomes, right? Right? How this possibility becomes perspective. See, that's what you could say. That's what you could assign. But what you're doing, right? Procrastinator, overthinker, right? What you're doing, perfectionist, what you're doing is you're looking at all the possible negative outcomes and you're saying, okay, well, if this doesn't happen exactly like this, then it means this about me. You're internalizing it. You're assigning it some meaning that then incorrectly defines you. Okay, guys, I'm getting really deep into it. I'm really kind of taking it somewhere that maybe I wanted to maybe unpack a little bit more of this in some future episodes. But I really hope that you get what I'm saying. It's not what's actually happening or what will happen or what has happened. It's not what it actually is, right? Tony Robbins says this all the time. Acknowledge something for what it is, but don't make it bigger than what it is. In other words, just accept a fact as a fact, right? And give it, and if you need to assign it a meaning, then give it a meaning that works for you and not against you. Okay, I'm jumping the gun. Okay, let me go to my next slide. See, I'm a gun jumper. I'm I'm one that just kind of gets ahead of myself. Okay, because guys, I want you to get it so bad, right? And so even in this podcasting, even in this broadcasting, I'm learning, right? And you guys, you listen, you're witnessing my journey, right? You're witnessing the journey of a communicator who's trying to become the best communicator that I can possibly become, right? And so you're watching me work on my delivery, work on my slides, work on my presentation, work on my information, and I'm going to do nothing but get better. That's right. The more episodes I release, the more times I go live, the more times I speak, the more times I share, the more times I communicate, I'm just getting better and better and better. Why do I share that? Because that's my perspective. That's my world view. That's my meaning. You see, in that last segment, let me just give you some real-time example because you just witnessed it. I didn't stick to the script. I didn't stick to my slides. And I went down a path where I explained more, right, than maybe I wanted to explain. And hopefully I didn't confuse you, right? And so in that moment, guys, just in real time, you literally just witnessed me, right? Go on a little bit of a tangent, go on a little bit of a rant. Instead of me defining that, right? Because that's a result that already happened. So I could dwell on it. I can overthink on it. Maybe I should redo the episode. Maybe I just confused them. Maybe I should have done this better. Man, how come I didn't? And then you'll shrink back, right? Like the old me, I would shrink back. I would hit the stop on the recording and I would either do it again or I would wallow in that and just dwell in that. And then I would put it off or find some reason to fail. The new me, the new world, the new perspective, right? The new definition is they get to see me learn, right? Maybe if they saw me learning, then they could believe that they too could learn and we could all learn and we could all progress and we could all move forward and we can all be successful together. See, that's a winning attitude. That's a winning perspective, right? That's a reason for me to keep going. That's a reason for me to not hit the, stop button on the recording. That's a reason for me to continue. So I just wanted to pause and just give you that example in real time. I literally, in my own mind, I just kind of did more than I wanted to do. I could label that a mess up, or I could label that a learning experience and keep it pushing. Here's the genius, guys. I get to do that. So do you. You get to define the results. You get to project your future however you choose to. It's up to you. No one is making you think a certain way. No one is making you feel a certain way. No, the responsibility is on you, and you have the power to define. You have the power to assign a meaning to the results and to the future projections in your life. And when you can master that, when you can master, I control the meanings and the definitions, which then control the thoughts I have about a thing, which then controls the feelings I have about a thing, which then controls the emotional response to the thing, or vice versa, right? Your definition can trigger the thoughts, and the thoughts could then trigger an emotional response, and the emotional response can then trigger how you feel about a thing, right? The feelings in your actual body, right? They go from the mind, right, to the material, right, to the actual physical body, and they manifest, right? When you understand that you can control that, you really take it up a level. You really level up in this thing called success, because now you are training, you are consciously educating your emotions to work for you, right? You guys have heard this before. We don't make decisions logically. We make them emotionally. More times than not, the decisions that you make in life, whether it's spending, whether it's, just everyday decisions, whether it's moving forward in your success path, much of that, more times than not, is going to be based on your emotional response. You do it emotionally more times than logically. That's why a lot of top-notch business people say, get the emotions out of here. We don't make emotional decisions. They make logical decisions, because they've mastered how to separate emotion from logic. And they play the numbers game. They go by logic. If I do this enough, if I stay consistent enough, the probabilities are I'm going to be extremely successful in this. But if I become emotionally attached, if I allow my emotions to rule and reign over my decision makings, right, then I'm going to become very inconsistent, and success probably won't show up in my life. And I hope that makes sense, guys. I really just went on a tangent again, right? But I think someone needs to hear it. There's an urgency, right? I sense an urgency on me right now to really explain that. Guys, that's a game changer for you. That is a game changer, right? Definitions become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your feelings, or vice versa, your emotional, right? Education, your emotional response. And then those become your feelings. And then your feelings lead most of your decisions. And then your decisions, they heavily influence your destination. And if you're aiming for success, if you're aiming for some sort of success, then by your decisions, then you're going to either get there or you're not, most of the time. So if you just look at that quick little paradigm right there, go back, record it, watch it again, listen to it again. Definitions, right? I've totally jumped over all of my slides, guys. I'll go back to them and just clean them up in just a moment. But your definitions become your thoughts, right? Your thoughts, right, then become your emotions. Your emotions become your feelings, right, lead your decisions. Your decisions lead your direction. Your direction leads to a destination, right? That's just off the dome. That's just what I've been teaching my kids, and just my own common knowledge, guys. Okay, but let me get back to these slides, man, because I just went all off track. Okay, just a few more minutes, guys. Just a few more minutes. Okay, You're dealing with definitions. You're dealing with definitions. Your definitions are destroying your success. What is a definition? It is the act of defining or of making something definite, distinct, or clear. That's what's so deep about this rabbit hole. When you make a decision, or excuse me, when you define something, by definition, when you define something, you are literally making it clear to you. You may be totally wrong. You may be totally off. But in your mind, it's very clear. Oh, I've defined this. That person that just told me no when I offered them my product, oh, that means my product stinks. Oh, absolutely. Man, I'm about to go back to the drawing board. I'm about to start over. Or you know what? Or I'm calling it quits. No one wants what I'm offering. See, you asked 10 people. 10 people told you no. The first 10 people told you no. Oh, man, I'm not cut out for this. See, this ain't even, maybe I didn't hear from God. Man, maybe this ain't really for me. I'm about to quit, man. This is a bunch of bull. You know how we do. In your mind, that definition is clear. Like you believe it. Like that's reality. Like, yup, that's exactly what it is. That's why definitions are so dangerous. Ooh, that's another title. Definitions are dangerous. I'm coming up with my own titles in real time, guys. You are witnessing everything today. So yeah, man, it's very clear to you in your mind. Glass half empty, glass half full. You get to decide. All right. I think I got a couple more slides here. Overthinking is a way of trying to control a situation and feel more confident about what to do next. You're trying to control the wrong thing, guys. That's the problem. You're trying to control the wrong thing. That's the real problem. It's not that you're even trying to control anything. It's that you're trying to control the wrong thing. You're trying to control the situation. Here's what you should be trying to control. And I've already gone over it because I jumped all of my slides. Here's a real solution. Control the meanings. Oh, yes. Control the meanings, aka the definitions. Control the definitions that you assign the past and the future. Here's a few on the screen for you. Past. The fact that happened means, and you fill in the blank. This is where you get to participate. This is where you get to take note, take out a pen, a pad, and this is where you want to write down what are your most devastating memories, man, about the past, right? Think about it, right? You tried something, you failed, it didn't work out. What was that thing that really haunts you, that really hurts? And here's your sentence. The fact that happened means, and you get to redefine it. It's not etched in stone. No, you get to redefine, right? You know how in Hollywood or in music, they always talk about reinventing myself. Guys, you get to reinvent. You get to redefine your definitions. You get to redefine the meanings that you've assigned to things. Absolutely. So your past may go like this. The fact that happened, whatever that is, right, means I understand what does and does not work. That means you grow. That means I'm better equipped to change or continue my approach to that. That means I'm building my resume, right? You got a reservoir that you can pull from and give examples of, right? What about the future, guys? What about the future? Future. The fact I'm about to attempt this means, instead of that negative stuff, try one of these. The fact I'm about to attempt this means I'm extremely brave. Look at me, right? Stroke your ego a little bit. I'm extremely brave. This means I'll learn something. I'm going to grow. I'm going to be better of it. I'm going to be better because of it. Or the fact I'm about to attempt this means I'll be that much closer. Ooh, that's fire right there. I'll be that much closer to my dreams. When I was coming up in this company called Primerica, shout out to Primerica, shout out to the Primericans out there. I still got their insurance and their investments. Great company, great company. I want to share this last quick story with you along these lines before I shut it down. When I was in Primerica, guys, they had this thing called the numbers game, right? And a part of building up your team and building up your business was going out and recruiting, right? You had to go out and you had to recruit. You had to get people on your team. Well, when we did this recruiting, we would go out and we would prospect. We would go into malls, right? Perhaps you've been approached by one of us, right? Well, I mean, I'm no longer a part of the company now, but for about 5 or 6 years, I was a part of the company. But maybe you've been approached by somebody from Primerica or from another, multi-level marketing company, right? They just kind of walk up to you and ask you, hey man, how's your day? What do you do for a living, right? You can kind of feel the approach, right? Really, really funny. But we would go out and we would play the numbers game, right? So let's say, for example, you had a goal for the day. I'm going to talk to 25 people. And from that, here's the deal. You never banked on getting 25 numbers. No, the numbers game was, I'm going to increase my probability by increasing the number of no's I take. We used to actually play with that wording. We would say, yeah, go out and get your no's. Go out and get 50 no's. Why? Because if I got 50 no's, then I probably got about 5 yeses. And out of those 5 yeses, one will actually come and check out the opportunity. And from that one, I might get a superstar. So if I built my tolerance, if I redefined what a no is, it's just a step toward my success. Woo-hoo, that's fire, baby. Someone needs to hear this. If I define the no in my life, because some of you are afraid of no. You can't take the no. The no is stinging you. It's punching you in the gut. I don't want to hear a no. I don't want to take a no. I don't want to deal with the no. The no ain't hurting you. The no is not hurting you. You know what's hurting you? The definition you give the no. That's what's hurting you. The definition that you give to your no, right? When you're trying to pitch your product or sell your product, right? Or recruit the next superstar to your team, right? Or you're trying to get the sale, right? Whatever it is, right? You're trying to offer someone something and you are so terrified, paralyzed by the potential of the dreaded no, right? That you don't want to go face the no. It's not that you don't want to face the no, because the no is not physically harming you. You're not having to be rushed to the hospital because someone told you no. You're not having a heart attack because someone told you no, right? You're not bedridden in a wheelchair because someone told you no. No, what's happening is you have defined the no and you're being defeated by your own definition. Yeah. Game changer alert. Game changer alert. Yeah. Game changer alert. Yeah. Get free, man. Get free, sister. Get free, brother. Redefine that no. Just like I did with Primerica. A no ain't nothing but another step towards your goal. The more no's you take, the closer you are to your yes that's going to change your life. Come on, guys. The more no's you take, the closer you are to the yes that's going to change your life. Yeah, I know. That makes sense. I know. Let's get it, guys. I love y'all so much, man. I believe in y'all, man. Let's get it. All right, guys. That's it for today. That's it for today. I've even gone over. Yeah, I was supposed to keep this to about 30 minutes, but I know you got some value because I'm coaching from the couch. Yes, Travell C.W. Lynch, Mr. What, your self-worth specialist, aka the coach from the couch. Couch, however you want to say it. It's all good. I'm coaching from the couch. Yes, I is. And I am helping you all month long. I might help you for the rest of my life to overmatch what is undermining your success. All right, guys, your support matters. iAMthepossible.com. Head over there. If you've never gone over there, check out some of the goodies I've got. And you want to keep that one in your bookmark, because I'm about to start dropping some fire up out of there. The university is about to open. Oh my goodness, guys, you want to stay tuned. Dope stuff on the way from the university. But in the meantime, guys, I would so appreciate your support. Apple Podcasts, please subscribe and download. Leave a review. Let me know what's working, what's not working. I want to hear from you, good, bad, or indifferent. My YouTube channel, yes, I am trying to grow. No, I'm not trying. I am growing. I am growing my YouTube channel because I want you to have the visual experience just as much as I want you to have the audio experience. So head over to YouTube, iAMthepossible, or Travail C.W. Lynch. You'll find me there. Hit that little bell, right? After you subscribe, hit the little bell for all, right? And join the notification nation. I got some dope stuff dropping all week long, and I want you to be the first one to get that information, to get that inspiration, to get that motivation, to get to the success that you want to get to. And lastly, guys, will you share? Will you please tell somebody? Tell somebody about it. Tell somebody about this podcast. Tell somebody about the YouTube channel. Tell somebody about the iAMthepossible universe podcast experience, everything, man. I even got my apparel about to come out. Everything is iAMthepossible, man. Just tell somebody that the iAMthepossible thing is happening. Be that bridge, man. If you needed this information, perhaps someone else does as well. And you help me out. Yeah, I ain't ashamed to ask. Help me out. Help me grow. Help me grow this platform. Help me grow. Help me go full time. Help me become phenomenally successful in what I'm doing, because you believe in me. Yeah, I know you do. You believe in what I'm doing. You do. So help a brother out and get this out into the world somehow, some way. Share it and let the world know that it's available. Okay, guys, that is it. I am about to get up out of here. Listen, love you guys. I'm praying for you guys. I'm believing in you guys. I am Travail C.W. Lynch, Mr. What, your self-worth specialist, your coach from the couch. I am here to help you to overmatch what's been undermining your success. And this has been another episode, another experience of the I Am the Possible podcast experience. The bonus track. Yes, the place where possibilities become perspective. Until next time, shout out and salute. Peace.